What's up, everybody? It's Spencer here. I hope you're all excited for another exciting Super Mario Sunshine walkthrough video. If you followed along so far in the series, we've covered Bianco Hills, we did a walkthrough of Rico Harbor, and we did Gelato Beach. And believe it or not, I actually know where we're going this time. We are going to Pinna Park. So sit back and enjoy the ride. Alright. So here we are. Now, you can see that the sun's getting quite a bit brighter for everybody. We have the arc of the sun is now covering essentially the majority of the entire island, and it's just starting to fade out right before that island there, which we will soon get to be in full light. We will let that tree shine at some point. So, we just missed a little cutscene where Shadow Mario actually took Peach in that weird little dragon mobile into this. But the way we're going to get to Pinna Park is through this cannon. So let's hop right in and get going. The first and last episodes of Pinna Park are awesome. They are some of my absolute favorite star levels in this entire game. They're just awesome. They're so much fun. So we will be covering all of that in this video. So let's see, there's Shadow Mario. Alright. It's I don't actually think this is a spray case. We just need to follow him and he's gonna lead us to a cutscene essentially here. Standoff.
What happened? Did the perpetrator get away?
Time for the roller coaster of a lifetime. Nice. Alright, what was I saying? Bad version of you. Alright, we're gonna ride the roller coaster of doom, and we are gonna shoot these little rockets at Mecha Bowser. While trying to dodge the rockets he sends at us, which is right there. You don't, oh nice, got him. You don't actually have to use your rockets to stop those bombs. You can just spray them with water, which I would advise, so that you don't have to waste your rockets, because you should try and save all of your rockets for Bowser himself. And you just want to hit him. You want to hit him with those rockets. And I think you have to hit him 4 times, maybe? You also really want to blow out his fire here. Otherwise you will get burned. And that will cost you health. I don't think there's a limit on the number of times you can go around the ride on this level. So to some extent you can really take your time and try and really line up a shot and aim at him. Oh, oh got me. Alright, well this should be an easy one. We got one more shot left at him, and we've got enough life to survive. So. before these guys all blow up in my face. There we go. Mecha Bowser has been defeated. Let's go.
Mario!
And there's Peach. The secret's out.
Leave my mama alone, you bad man. I won't let you take Mama Peach away. Mama?
Not really Mario at all.
Mama? Yeah, Papa told me all about it. He told me my mama got kidnapped by a bad man named Mario. So you're Bowser's son? So I came here to rescue her. So the graffiti, that was you? This is my magic brush. When I draw with this, all my wishes come true. A strange old man in a white coat gave it to me. A strange old man in a white coat? But why would you pretend to be Mario? Papa told me everything. He said
That strange old man in the white coat is actually the same old man, his name I'm forgetting, that's in Luigi's Mansion. He gives Luigi his, like, ghost sucker-upper thing. He's just fighting for all sides, to be honest. I mean, he gave Luigi the ghost sucker-upper, he gave Mario Flood, but he's also giving Bowser Jr. a staff that's essentially, like, destroying the island. So, I don't really understand where that guy's morals lie, but I can't say that
No, not
they're entirely based on goodwill.
It appears to be heading toward Corona Mountain.
Alright. Starting off with a bang. First level completed. There were a lot of cutscenes at the beginning of this arc. I don't believe there will be any other cutscenes. Alright, I'm thinking that by the end of Pinna Park, we might have that lonely little tree on the island covered in light. But guess we'll find out. Beach Cannon secret. Alright, we're in for another infamous secret level. Let's find out how well we can survive this one. So he's gonna shoot rockets at us. I don't know why he keeps missing and hitting the tree, but he's gonna essentially keep doing that until we get close to him, and then he'll switch to bombs. It's a bomb factory. They're bombs. The purple ones will try and chase you, though. So we're actually on the outside of Pinna Park. Two of the levels, I believe, will take place outside of Pinna Park, but the rest actually take place inside the amusement park, and they're like almost like separate regions. And so to get to the secret level, you have to spray water on the bombs like this, and that neutralizes them. Even when it does this, they will eventually come back to counting, so it saves you for a little bit, but then they'll start to blow up, and then they blow up in a pretty clear chain reaction, essentially, depending on how close they are. But you just need to hit the mole guy 3 times, get him out of the tunnel, and all of a sudden you will have unlocked the secret level. Let's see how well we can do with the secret levels in this video. Alright, so this one... Alright, let's get to it. These bricks are going to disappear. Let's start with a fresh set of walkway. Get to our landing stage. And it's gone. There we go. Alright, so now we want to go up. I find that the best way to do this, because he's very like directionally challenged, is to stand as close to the pole in the center of that bouncing as possible, and just try and just lean a little bit in each direction each time, and that might help you get onto those mats. This one you're gonna want to run and dive the whole way through. That one up is totally a trap. I think I might have missed a one up opportunity before, but that one up is very challenging to get without dying. Oh wow, alright, that was a whole secret level. So, we did it. One shot. Alright, we're touching the base of the island. Let's keep going. That island has like a lady that sits there with a basket, and you're supposed to get a fruit from like the mainland to that island on a boat, but then sometimes it ends up like, I can't remember if that ends up getting you like a blue coin or a star. And it's really not worth the blue coin because those boats move very slow. So if you got a lot of extra time on your hand, that can be great. But otherwise, these guys you want to hit. You want to get them wet when they throw their shell, and then they'll zap themselves. Which one is this? This is red coins. So there should be 8 red coins hovering around over here. So we start with 1. Okay, we got 2 on that. We got 3 right there. And then a lot of the rest of them are up behind the boats, actually. And I'll show you guys that in a sec. In this level, it's very likely that you'll fall into the water quite a lot. And that is just fine. So they have a bunch of these guys that guard the hallway. Alright, there we go. So you need to kind of go underneath them, and you ground pound to get them to fly away, essentially. But you can't get through that way, so now we're going to go back, down. We got 2. We left the 2 under the boat, so that'll get us to 4. So there should be 4 more somewhere around here. There's 3. There's 1 over there. I'm not entirely sure I can just get to it that easily, so let's just keep up the work down here first. Oh my gosh, this is like my conundrum of never knowing like which ones are the buttons that I need. This one's easy, you can just ground pound the regular way. But we will need to do that to get to that guy. If you ground pound on these gates, you'll go onto the bottom side of them. Right. There's also one right there. Oh. I think we can hover to that one. But we'll find out. So again, those blue birds are actually like blue coins if you follow them around and spray them enough. They'll like turn into the blue coins. So if you're going on a blue coin hunt, that those are definitely a source that you should be looking into. Okay, I flew too high for the one underneath, but not too high for the one below. Let's see, how can I get... I might actually just be able to, like, fly up into it. Yep, alright. Okay, so we're at 6, so our last 2 are going to be the ones on the boat. Entirely sure why I'm going this way, but I might kind of just be able to drop in onto one if I do this right. I don't understand how I just fell through the boat there, but it was not the way to go. Alright, that boat's gonna go nearly upside down. Now we got the star. All right. Get up there. All right. Where do we need to be? We need to be up there. All right. Alright, another one down. Alright, where are we at? We are... It's... Okay. And we might not get this tree in the full light by the end of this, but... We're gonna try, that's for sure. Alright, just gotta... The wilted sunflowers. Okay, this one is one of the 2 that takes place outside of the park itself. This is another one that takes place out here. So this one always confused me for a while. There's a bunch of wilted flowers and you can water them, but they just won't really get help. So you can try all you want, but it's not quite what it needs to be. And that's because of these eggshells, which are actually creatures. So each one of these eggshells is actually like one of those little guys. So we're just going to take out each one of them. They're going to try and ground pound, but when they do that, we ground pound them down. Take that! Alright. Nice bunch of flowers show up. And we have one happy sunflower. Just do that a few more times, and I think you'll get the point really quick about how this level's gonna work. We're just going to do that for each flower. They can jump like remarkably far, so you just gotta have a heads up when you see the shadow coming for you. you gotta move. That's when you gotta get out of the way. All right. And you gotta be pretty quick. I think these guys will get back up pretty quickly. It's almost like their defense mechanism against the fact that they're pretty easy to avoid and have pretty low damage. Is that they're very quick at reviving themselves. And each time when we come to these, as I'm sure you've seen, we get our little circle of sunflowers that pop up. Oh. Alright, come on. Alright, I saved the big mama for last. Those coins are really helpful if you take damage. So every time one of these sunflowers pops up, you'll get a bunch of coins. So if you are taking damage this level, just be sure to try and capitalize on those sunflowers that are going to appear. For each one that you ground pound. Alright, I've got some happy dancing sunflowers. And they were hiding a star the whole time. What's up with that? Oh, there's our Yoshi egg. So now we can finally go back and finish off Rico Harbor, but I will save that for another video. For now, we're going to continue on our conquest of Pinna Park. Which one are we on? We're on 5. The Runaway Ferris Wheel. Alright, this one is absolutely going to test my limits of which buttons create jumping or going through fences sideways versus horizontal or vertical. And I'll show you what that bizarre sentence meant in just a second. But that guy, long story short, that guy is juicing the amusement park, and we gotta get rid of him. And this episode. This episode all happens behind the back side of it, of the Ferris wheel. So we actually need to go behind back here. Alright, I'm just going to do a little. Alright, so that one's jump sideways. Okay. So that one's punch sideways. I guess we'll find out which one's punch vertical in a second. We want to get these gates down. Essentially, we have to get to the top of this in some way, shape, or form. And there are many obstacles in the way. Okay, so now I'm here. I'm pretty sure that punching is that one. Alright. I think we got this. So we need to get onto that side so we can get rid of that turtle guy. We can do that like that. And now there's one on our side, so we gotta go right back from where we came. Jump. Right. ability to memorize. Two simple things. Two simple things. There we go. Alright. Okay, so we need to be on... Well, let's just figure it out. I'll figure it out. You can kind of just... Oh, alright. I don't know which wall I'm on here. Which wall I need to be on. I need to spray myself forward like that. There we go. Alright. This is one of the few levels where you're really fighting the camera angle like the entire time because the cameraman cannot go through the wall. Okay, so I'll get to that side. We're right there. We're right at the end. All obstacles have been cleared. We just need to get to that good spot on the fence. And I'm currently brain farting on how to do that. We'll get there. Okay, I don't know why that was so hard for me to figure out. That was the easiest thing ever. Okay. And now we're good. Now we just need to get onto our bungee rope, wherever that is. And there we go. Jump up, and get rid of him. Get out of here. I think they actually put the star in a pretty difficult location in this one. But we can still get there. Just gotta take a ride on the Ferris wheel. And if we want to go up, it might make more sense to go on the side that's going up. Like so. Okay, maybe it's not that hard to get to the star. But we're going to take a ride on the Ferris wheel either way. Nice. This cutscene is going to continue to happen until I do something about it. But for now, we're not. The Yoshi Go Round secret. Okay, this one's another secret level. So we got 2 secret levels in this one. This is level 6. Which means we know that the next level is going to be Shadow Mario. And then the 8th level, like I said, is like one of the most fun levels of this game. It's so awesome. This one's like, I think if you don't know what to look for, it's very obscure. But essentially, a single Yoshi is missing from the Yoshi go round. And so we need to fill in that Yoshi. And not only do we need to fill in that Yoshi, but I believe the Yoshi needs to be the correct color. Maybe I'm wrong on that one, but I think the Yoshi needs to be the correct color. Okay, so we got our Yoshi egg. We need fruit. So we don't need the booger hanging from that guy's nose. I wonder if that's just a coconut. Crazy? That looked like there was a coconut up there? I'm crazy. Alright. Let's find one that actually exists. There we go. So to some extent, I think Yoshi turns into the color of the fruit that you give him. So right now, that was absolutely incorrect. Alright, I guess we're just pink. But I don't think we need to be pink. I think we need to be orange. And so if we eat the booger fruit off of this guy's nose on the face tree. We should be good to go. Alright. There goes our flood. Alright, let's get to it. Is it gonna be the best? Maybe, maybe not. Is it gonna be the worst? Maybe not. I guess we'll find out. Wow, that was unnecessarily dangerous. Alright. Let's see if we get a little one up here. Okay, let's go. Maybe here. Alright, there's our one up. I don't need to rush, so we'll just wait for the next red guy to come in. Alright, there we go. I like to look at it from this camera angle just so that I can like see how close I'm getting. Oh my gosh, that wasn't close at all. Okay. Oh no, that is not the right one. I need to go further that way. It's always okay to go backwards. Sometimes. Except for when it's not. Oh my gosh, like that. Okay. Alright, that was maybe a foolhardy mistake, but definitely, you know, a learning point, I guess. Alright, so we missed the first train, but just like last time, we got the second one to catch. This second one up is actually pretty easy to get. I think you can just kind of ride the circle. That's kind of the premise of it. I don't know if I have to jump for it. Alright, so we're all set. So we got we're back up to 8 lives, which is about 5 more than we could possibly ever care to need, but that's okay. I totally missed that. One more go around. And if you go the wrong way on these, you will get like slid out. So you do have to be careful when you're doing these jumps to not stay on the wrong one too late. Like if I stay on this red one right now and I go all the way around, I'll run into a slot where it blocks me off on that side, and the black one's over there as well, and the green one's over there. Only the blue doesn't have the blocking slot thing. Take our magic carpet brick. This one can be a little tricky. The distances are pretty far, so you're definitely going to test your abilities of like learning to do like far distance jumps or whatever that was, where I just fall, I guess. Depending on how many takes this is going to take, I think I'm going to clip to about right here. But we'll give this one last try before clipping. In the spirit of the game, let everybody know just how much I suck at it. It's not my intention for this. Just to have fun and show you how the game gets played. So barring whatever weird misstep I did that made me fall off last time, that should be pretty straightforward. Alright, so there's the star. We just gotta get there. Alright. Alright, time for Shadow Mario. So this one is our classic Shadow Mario. You run around, you chase him, you spray him until he's been sprayed enough, I guess, to his arbitrary amount. Too far, then too close. What is red this time? Yeah, hit him. Alright. We call this one the sneak attack. Instead of sneaking, we run at him in plain sight and miss a lot. That takes odd pauses because he assumes that we're going to lose him. There we go. Alright, before we finish drawing, let's go and take care of... Oh man, that tree is almost in the sun. Before we finish off on my favorite level, let's do a little tiny side quest and take care of that Yoshi egg. save us the trouble for the next arc. He is... Where is he? Probably should have watched that cutscene a little better. There he is. Shadow Mario round 2. Spray Mario. Shadow Mario bunch. This is actually the location of another one of our awesome arcs. We just haven't opened it yet. But we will be able to with Yoshi, actually. I actually have literally no idea where he just went. My guess is the rooftop, though. There he is. Sorry, Yoshi, I just don't care to ride you right now. We will take care of that later. He actually has like a pretty standard sitting point that he will move to once we... This is the boat, by the way, that takes you out to the island to give the fruit to the lady that wants fruit. Alright, last episode of Pinna Park arc. This episode rocks. The roller coaster balloons. Let's get into it. It's like your opportunity to play a first shooter game in a Mario game. It's pretty cool. We're gonna pop some balloons on the roller coaster. We have to talk to this guy. Welcome to the grand reopening. Alright, so this one we actually only have like 3 loops to get all of these balloons. So you really gotta try and get them before you lose. I think it's 3 laps. Nice. I don't know why, but I'm doing... I don't want to jinx it. Never mind. Better than I was expecting, though, for sure. Okay. Just absolutely mess those guys. That's okay, we've got a couple laps to go, right? That's what it's all about. Only 2 more laps. Well, dang. Come on. Oh, they gave it to me. Let's go. See how well your abilities of hitting a moving target while, or a stationary target while moving is. Oh my gosh. If you're prone to getting dizzy, this level might rock your world. A little bit. Oh, nice. Alright. We're at 18. There's the last 2 right there. Last one. We should be coming right at it. With 1 lap to go. Here we go. last round. Only a few remain. Alright! We did it! 20 balloons have been popped. You know, it's crazy. This guy's been hiding Shine Sprite the whole time. You know, we're blaming Shadow Mario for this game, and it's like, the villagers have the Shine Sprites. Like, I don't... It doesn't... It seems like, you know, like a little bit of a plot hole or something, you know? Like, the villagers have the Shine Sprites, but the whole point is that they want the Shine Sprites back. It's kind of like... It's kind of messed up that they're just keeping it, you know? What is that? Alright, well, you guys all saw. We already stopped Shadow Mario, so I'm not really going to do that again. In fact, I think we're going to call it here. But this is another continuation of our walkthrough of Super Mario Sunshine. We just completed all 8 stars, or all 8 episodes of Pinna Park. So stay tuned for the next video. And if you like this content, like, share, and subscribe, I guess. Alright, bye.